So, a very good evening to one and all present. I'm very much delighted to welcome everyone once again to the part of GIBS IRE Talks. I, Sandeep Ansali, welcome all the participants to the GIBS IRE Talks Forum. The GIBS IRE Talks Forum brings together the inspirational speakers to deliver speaks on innovation, research, and entrepreneurship. Today's topic is surgical strike on your limiting beliefs which prevents progress, and the keynote speaker for this IRE talks is we have Ajit Kaikini sir with us, who is a corporate trainer and director at Buoyancee. Thank you so much for accepting our offer, Ajit sir. I would love to welcome you, and please allow me to share a few words before we begin the session about GIBS. GIBS Business School is a place where talents are nurtured, ambitions cherished, ideas shared, and dreams fulfilled. GIBS Business School Bangalore is a part of Goel Educational Trust, which is an exclusive business school based in Bangalore. GIBS offers two programs. One is BBA from Bangalore University and AICTE approved PGDM program. We are delighted to announce that recently GIBS has been ranked as 5th best emerging B schools in India and 9th best B school for BBA placements in the Times of India 2022. To prepare its students for success, GIBS has designed the Industry 4.0 curriculum and has introduced a unique programs for the GIBS students such as Innovation, Research and Entrepreneurship Program, the Finishing School, Sports Management Certification Program, Business Mastery Program, and so on and so forth. Now, it's my privilege and honor to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Mr. Ajit Kaikini sir, the resource person for this IRE talks. Sir, we are really grateful that you have accepted our invitation to be a part of this talk show and being as a keynote speaker. And Ajit sir is basically a pharmacist, is a director and corporate training at Buoyancee. He trains all over India in 6 languages and has been a part of the large change initiatives of Adidas, Bisleri, Brigade Group, Canara Bank, ITC Group, Lupin Pharma, SBI, and many more such blue chip companies. For ITC, he has conducted training programs in Europe and as well as in the Gulf banks too. Sir has more than 15 plus years of industry experience spanning in sales, marketing, production, planning, and admin as well as training in the top positions in blue chip companies. He had privilege to be an assistant to ten of thousands of youth, executives, and underprivileged students all over the India and Europe too. He has profiled under many underprivileged students with the aspirations to help them anchor their potentials for bigger and better possibilities. He has conducted schooling for Rotary as well as the Lion executives in 4 different states. Through their projects, empowered over 2 lakhs teens and youths all over the India. Buoyancee is in its 27th year and has been recognized nationally as well as internationally. Apart from training over 50,000 plus parents and another about 25,000 plus teachers all over India. He had privilege to conduct a training over 2,500 engineering college lecturers through the World Bank aided technical education quality improvement projects in India, in Karnataka as well as in Goa. I must say that Ajit sir, your profile is quite long. I beg a pardon for that I'm just shorting it down. And I request all the participants, in case if you have any question and answers, any doubts, you can post it in the Q&A section. We'll take it at the end. Ajit sir, over to you, sir. Sir, you're on mute, sir.
Thank you very much, Sandeep, and my dear friends, all those who are attending. Please, Sandeep has told so many things. And don't get enamored by it, because finally what I do now is very, very important. If I'm not able to reach your expectation, then I'm not fit to be here. But I promise you, in the next about 45 minutes, because Sandeep has been very strict, he told me, you're not going to talk too much because old people are used to giving advices and all. So I'm not going to give advices. I'm only going to talk about in my last 35 years of close encounter with people. And I have realized that we are born to succeed, but somewhere down we are conditioned. So now this slide is going to explain to you how, we start with a wonderful thing As to the seed need not be taught how to become a tree. The whole tree is in the seed. And first the root will come, then the shoot will come, then the fruit will come. And you don't have to teach the egg how to become a pupa nor the butterfly. My dear friends, whether you like it or not, the seed and the soil and the sun and the season, when there is a confluence, the tree has to come. Similarly, egg to butterfly is a time sequence. But when I was a chief pharmacist in Manipal Hospital, I found teenagers getting admitted for acidity, youth getting admitted for blood pressure, and around 40 people dying of heart attack. I thought something is going wrong. And when I started doing little research, I found out that the human seed or the human egg, you may call whatever it is potent, dynamic, and thinking much beyond this tree and butterfly. It is born happy, harmonious, healthy, and hopeful. And my tension was, why are the teens and youth and the adults not able to grow with this and going and growing instead of glowing? There was no glow. It was only false smile and trying to see I am better than you. So this started troubling me. And at the age of 35, I left my job because I realized that a child is not allowed to grow as per his DNA, and beautifully told that GIBS is doing talent nurturing. We are not doing talent nurturing of the children. We are doing talent torturing depending on what the society thinks is good for the child. Okay. First, the doctor separates the child from the mother by cutting the tube, and then probably the caretakers psychologically cut the child, and therefore the smile starts going away. Look at the spelling of youth. Why I have put TH small? TH means position, fifth position, sixth position, seventh position. I am not allowed to be in my position. I am told, be like her, be like him. I don't like this. They will laugh at you. This is not the way. And my dear friends, the conditioning, criticism, and all destroy the youth. And consciously living has gone. Intelligently living has become intellectually living. Intelligence means that which is gifted by divinity. Intellect means that which is designed by humanity or society. And therefore, we call graduates. That means gradually growing. But today we are all on fast track, and that fast track is creating problem like the T into D variety coconuts, which are not giving proper, the alkaloids. So when I went deeper and deeper into all these things, I realized something really wrong is happening. And, we are running after a qualification for lifestyle, and where a lot of importance is given to memory. And I'm a very creative person. So I always wrote my own answers during my time. Now, at least they give some marks. During my time, no marks were given. A lot of, intellect means what is written in the books, and intelligence means what is gifted to me. Like Sachin Tendulkar's cricket batting is intelligence. But he was told, hey, start practicing bowling, man, start practicing bowling. And 3 years he practiced bowling so much that his batting came down. So when I do not give importance to what intelligence I've been gifted with, then there is a problem. And therefore, many people make a lot of, mixture of intelligence and intellect. Then we give importance to language, that is bhasha, not bhashan. Okay, we give importance to bhasha. Bhashan is what creates a person. Then logic. But you know what? If you really want to be a great professional, I'm not talking about good professional. Okay, let me say good, great, amazing. Let us talk about amazing. If somebody wants to be really amazing, then they should anchor to their intelligence. If your intelligence, they say it has taken centuries for a chimpanzee to become a human being. So if your food which you ate last night is making you today, your muscle and blood and bone marrow, if you are able to anchor to even 1% of this intelligence, you will become a super person which I've been experimenting for the last 30 years. And I've seen that, miraculous transformations start taking place. Then intelligence is there all through my DNA. But when my mind is not interested, what is the meaning of interest? Internal rest in my mind when I'm doing a job. So many people take up a job for the package and there is no interest, and therefore they wait for the weekend. The weekdays are very weak. So, there is no interest. And instincts, humans are the only people who can develop productive habits in the name of instincts. All other species have fixed instincts. Only humans can develop productive habits. And then inspiration, the spirit coming from inside, inspiration. We have aspirations, but inspiration is a problem because just like the seed and the butterfly, they grow inside out, but man lives outside in. The label becomes more important than the level inside. So that is why people, they have all the material wants, but the happiness and the wellness is becoming a big problem, because the involvement goes down and people will say, hey, work with passion. You cannot work with passion if you have got a job by, through limiting beliefs, which we come through comparison, conditioning. So these are the things which create a big problem. So initiative is not a problem. And, at the year end or month end, manager will call me, hey, you should take initiative, but I can't take because I got one paper to get into the job, but, I'm not able to do my task because the intuitions for that work is a big problem. And therefore, my dear friends, when I did a lot of research, I realized that I'm not unlocking my versatility because I go after comfort. To develop your versatility, I need to accept diversity. My dear friends, diversity is the best university because it is hands-on experience. The person who respects diversity is a person who can create vibrancy, which is unbelievable. And I've been experimenting, that pain is a price to be paid for any gain. But very unfortunately, we are promoting, comfort. And if you want really to become an amazing person, you have to, first thing is elevate your thinking for a positive mindset. This thinking is never promoted. It is what to think is taught in school and college. How to think is never taught. Hey, you should improve. This is not the way. I want you to do better. Okay, please tell me how is never told. Okay. And how to emerge into the best me. I want the best clothes, the best salary, the best food. And you know why I get irritated? Because I am not my best. What I don't have, I crave for it. Okay. So I have not emerged. And therefore, those who don't emerge, emergency sets in. And therefore, mess and stress and depress becomes an emergency. And am I evolving? Evolving means just like a car has 4 tires and we do wheel balancing, the 4 tires for a human being is success, wellness, happiness, usefulness. If one tire is in balance, you cannot evolve. But very unfortunately, we are only running after success. So this is because we have been devastated by our limiting beliefs. And today, my dear friends, I'm going to tell how our labels, we have been brainwashed to accumulate labels, to accumulate fruits for attribution. Attribution means name and fame. Whereas levels inside to assimilate related fruits. Related fruits means if a seed is, what you call mango seed, it will give mango fruit. But the beauty is we are humans. I'll come to it little deeper aspects. If we are taught this, because I've been experimenting for the last 30 years, wherein I just picked up a person sleeping on the road. Somebody challenged me. And today I'm very proud to tell you he's an entrepreneur. He's got 3 properties in Bangalore. And I took up a lorry cleaner and made him to start a school in his village. He got a national award. I only know one thing, my dear friends. If you are only able to remove the dust from the spark plug in you, the carbon, which is, carbon soot, which is accumulated as self-limiting beliefs, you can do anything in life. And therefore, my dear friends, the question arises, Am I nurturing my nature or am I torturing my nature? If I nurture my nature, I mature, and whether I like it or not, I create a better future. The question arises, see this, film, it will teach you a lot. And I want you to tell me after that what you feel about this. My dear friends, just look at how magic can happen. You have seen this, but you have not seen it from the limiting belief point of view.
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर आइए सर चल चल
I hate this country.
तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले। लगा हाथ के सूरज सुबह निकाला करे, हथेलियों में भरे धूप और उछाल करे। ओ लगा हाथ के सूरज सुबह निकाला करे, हथेलियों में भरे धूप और उछाल करे। उफक पे पाँव रखो और चलो अकड़ के चलो, उफक पे पाँव रखो और चलो अकड़ के चलो। फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो। तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो हिंदुस्तान चले।
My dear friends, the child doesn't know that he cannot lift the tree, but the child only knows, I want to shift the tree. Not complaining, contemplating how to shift the tree. There is a minister, he could have easily called and got the problem solved. No, there is a police. My dear friends, we are born with ignorance and innocence. That boy doesn't know he can't move the tree, but sincerity and childlike innocence. Look at the way he pushes. And then the balance strength which is required will come to you. I tried this. 1996, I wanted to build an institute. I didn't have money with me. But my dear friends, for the first time in the history of the Indian nationalized bank, I made Canara Bank give me 10 lakh rupees. No money in my pocket, no fixed deposits, no ASTI, land. My dear friends, I only know one thing. After seeing this film, I realized sincerity. Sincera. Sera is ceramic. Sin means without lies. If you're sincere, nobody on earth can stop you. The balance which is required will come to you. But a very unfortunate thing is, my biggest block is, my dear friends, my beliefs. And that is why, my dear friends, if you can learn the art of involvement and interest, inspired implementation is the need of the hour. You look at anybody in this world, these three words, are you involved in what you're doing? Dedicate. Involvement means simple. Discipline in duty with devotion. Involvement means discipline in duty with devotion. Hey, that boy doesn't know. He can't even lift one branch. But the discipline in duty with devotion, if it is there, the rest happens, you know. So we have to understand, my dear friends, that there is something beyond. If we are able to have conviction, okay, look at the word conviction. It converts victim to victors. Very unfortunately, what has happened is, I'll just remove this. Okay. So how do I become, am I becoming a victim or a victor? Please understand, my dear friends. Don't blame Paristhiti. Self-limiting beliefs are creating a nuisance with your manasthiti. And if you are able to understand that self-limiting beliefs can cripple our mind. Vict. Con means to cheat, con means to concentrate. How am I converting my mind energy? If it is negative, I become a victim and I blame circumstances. If I'm positive, it concentrates. And the same sun rays can be concentrated through a convex lens, and the temperature rises 20 times to burn the paper. That is the power we all have. The problem is, are we upgrading, updating, upskilling? Are we having a bolder vision? Are we becoming a better version all the time, every time? Are we executing with excellence in mind? Are we doing the follow-up and the follow-through the way it should be done? Are we evaluating every move of ours to make our today better than yesterday? And all this cannot be done if I am having self-limiting beliefs. My dear friends, from young days, we have been conditioned. This is right, that is not right. You should make him happy. You should, what if she laughs? All nonsenses have been drilled into us. Comparisons. Do I need to talk about this? First, people start comparing us, our caretakers, and now we compare. I find Sandeep wearing a suit, and then something happens if my self-limiting beliefs have a problem. And then what happens is I start criticizing myself. If these are my mental handbrakes, terrorists lodged in my mind, how am I going to proceed further? I'm only revving up. The engine is getting heated up. And therefore, my dear friends, people are at ease because instead of solving their self-limiting beliefs, they add more and more labels and they don't work on the levels. The first level is this carbon suit which we have to remove. Everybody saw the tree fallen down. They all conceived that the tree has to be removed. But where was the problem is what they perceived. Oh, I'm a policeman. That is not my job. I'm a politician. How can I do it? These are all self-limiting beliefs, you know. I'm having meetings. So, you know, hey, come on, secretary, book some other car. So we are not bothered about anything around us. We are only we have become self-centered because of self-limiting beliefs. So you should come first in the class. And in the bargain, I'm not able to see what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. But children who are innocent, that's why innocence and ignorance. Ignorance you remove, gather intellect. Okay, so it's a must. But do I have the belief? Now look at the child. He sieved it. The tree is disturbing. Let me do a surgical strike on my. Fortunately, children don't have this self-limiting beliefs. If the parents are very positive, no comparison, and I don't want my child, you know, to be the best. My child should be his or her best. That should be the approach. And therefore, my dear friends, we all need to surgical strike on our self-limiting beliefs. These terrorist thoughts sabotage our life. And fear, doubt, worry, anger, shame, burden, phobia, irritation. Do I need to talk about this, my dear friends? They make us, you know, I look bad. I'm not handsome. I'm balding. I'm not good enough. I don't get good marks. I'm useless. I'm poor. Now, these are the things which are the handbrakes. And nobody can help you. Nobody means nobody. Today also, I can only ring the bell. Ting tong. This is how you are living. If at all, then you please do a surgical strike. See, Pakistan kept troubling India. One surgical strike, everything came to a halt. Everything came to a halt. And now I'll tell you 3 types of people. Find out where you are. Number 1 person is who live like Santa Claus, all the time cause oriented. They enjoy the game. Whatever they are doing, they enjoy it. And there's a lot of inspiration. They need not be told to work. They will take initiative. They will get intuition. They will come in time. They will do everything that is needed. Next is they have a cause. They have an aim. They live with confrontation like Gandhiji. If Gandhiji was not pushed from that South African train, he would not have come to India. And these two people have great energy. And the third type of people are those who take up a job for a package. They are not happy with the job. They work for name and fame. And therefore all the time, probably they talk about where they took a land, where they're going for holiday, what mobile I bought. It is more outside. Because inside, what you don't have, you crave it outside. So they work with desperation because weekend is the best day. Weekday is very weak. So there are three types of people. And usually when I feel very bad inside because of poor and low self-image and self-esteem, because of the low self-limiting belief, instead of solving that, we start buying things outside, decorating outside rather than removing the suit inside. In the bargain, what happens? These two people, the red and the green, they work through source energy. They never get tired. Whereas these people work with force energy. Do your job, man. Don't waste your time. Why procrastination? They need to be coerced. Whereas the red and the green, there is fierce energy. But the difference between the red and the green, I'll tell you now, they have to put in effort, the red ones. Whereas here it is effortless effort, like breathing, digestion, because I am working as per my intelligence. If I am doing because I have to do it, then it is very difficult. Whereas these people, unless pressurized, because they don't like the job, they prefer comfort. The left-hand side people want to do with willingness. Whereas the yellow people have to do what to do. They need willpower, and willpower comes from the head. Willingness comes from the heart. Okay. So please realize how, if this you understand, you will understand why people get into mess and stress. Why some people don't feel tired at all. I was a chief pharmacist in Manipal Hospital because my father forced me to do that because he was an attender in a pharmacy store. And he used to get enamored by the, pharmacists being able to read the doctor's scribbling. And the pharmacist telling my father, hey, go to the fourth rack, get the fifth bottle or fourth strip. So he used to say, wow, I'm going to make my son a pharmacist. So I did become a pharmacist, but that is not my profession. I used to be thrown out of my class because of my talking. I realized that talking is my inclination. Talking simply comes automatically to me. You ask me a question, I'll be able to give you an answer because simple downloads take place because that's my DNA, that's my intelligence, basic. Out of the 9 intelligence, that's my interpersonal skill and communication is my, I'm taking whole day classes, but I will never get tired. So if you see between the cause and the aim, they express, they're good in expression, but uneasy, okay, because they're doing out of frustration. And whereas the green people, they express, but it is very easy for them. It just flows like water coming from a mountain into the ocean. Whereas these people, they live to impress, and disease, relationship problems, acidity, blood pressure, all sorts of disease means they are not at ease. Okay. Otherwise, psychosomatic. Fortunately, since I worked in a hospital, I went very, very deep into this, and this I could find out, and working on this becomes very easy for me now. So I just want to show you this girl with polio and paralysis at the age of 4 and 5, coming from a ghetto, very poor family, but she decided if that plant can be straightened with a stick, can my bone be straightened? Look at this girl. Huh? If that plant can be straightened and given a shape, she got calipers put on her bones. Within 1 year, her bone became straight, practiced, and from polio and paralysis became an Olympic champ. In 1960, she got 3 gold medals. Wilma Rudolph. So my dear friends, I've realized one thing. If children are allowed to be themselves rather than trying to make them to be somebody else, we have ways, there is no time, we have ways to show all that thing, but unfortunately I don't have the time because strict warning, don't talk more than 45 minutes. This girl, I studied a lot and she had 4 pillars: attitude, ambition, aptitude, adherence. And her motto was, first thing, I'm going to have self-control. So what did she do? Resist all cravings which are not going to help me to become an Olympic champ. Then commitment, the push to be the best. Push. My mother once told me, Ajit, if I had not pushed you, you would have never been born. I pushed you, you were born. In life, you have to push yourself and be pulled by your goals. But these 2 things are never taught. Self-discipline. Push to do your best. Look at the 2 things. Huh? Commitment is to be your best. Discipline is to do your best. And dedication is perform at your best. You know, just while studying Wilma Rudolph and coming out with this, how to resolve and solve or address our self-limiting beliefs, I realized unless you have determination, which is push through, break through. Look at the push she has given herself. It's unbelievable. The devotion, that means intense emotion in the job. What type of emotion? Is it positive or negative? Is it con of cheating? Is it con of concentrating? What type of devotion is there? Duty, the involvement in action. The consistency, the assist for self-mastery. Look at the word mastery. A mast in a ship without a mast will be helter-skelter. As per the waves, it will be thrown around. A mast means my mind has been able to create a very powerful mast which will direct my life. I am not going to be directed helter-skelter. He said this, she said this, it is raining, it is hot. Hey, that is all outside. Nothing outside should trouble you. And that is, lead to consistency. How to achieve your goal? Courage, persist, and excel. My dear friends, please understand, with this beautiful combination, she got 3 gold medals. And she first solved, dissolved, resolved, and evolved by addressing the self-limiting beliefs. And my dear friends, very unfortunately, many, those who come to me, their mind is paralyzed. Outside, fantastic, but the mind is paralyzed. And therefore, my dear friends, the mantra of these champions is, I can, I will, I must. But we are after IQ. Much more than IQ is, I can, I will, I must. And that is the champion mindset, my dear friends. Establish your mind. It will help you to focus with faith on your goals, and resilient to any calamity which comes across you. And therefore, my dear friends, to get into this mindset, number 1, can I have clarity about me, my DNA, my talent, my interests, my intelligence, what I like, what I dislike. So once I get clarity in me, then I get the clarity about my goal, what exactly I want, why do I want it, how can I become good at it, how can I contribute it, how can I get the best out of it. That clarity should be very clear, A to Z. Next, conviction. Conviction is the belief in the self. Okay, I am not going to be negative. Yeah, respect negative, because negative is a power. Without positive and negative wire, no bulb will be there. Without positive and negative, we would not have been born. The yin and yang, Ardha Nareshwari, is a must. But unfortunately, be positive. Don't be negative. Hey, both are necessary because negative gives energy. Electrons have energy, positrons don't have energy. So we have not understood all this. You know, we have been taught physics to get marks, but we have not been taught physics, science, chemistry, how to live and attach it to our lives. And look at this word clause, Santa Claus. Santa means spreading happiness. Clause means will. You know, in the court of law, we have a clause. What is the clause? Can I be that clause? Can I anchor to my will, my willpower, dill power and willpower. And then you are able to go through any drill. And that is how we develop the skills. Okay. So the point is, I'm feeling happy releasing these words, but how to release my self-limiting beliefs? Number one, I have to bridge my potentials with my possibilities with a purpose and passion. These 4 words, 4 P's, my dear friends. If you can do this, you will be automatically every day, addressing your self-limiting beliefs. I'll quickly run through it because after this page, I will not go further. Evaluate your talents, behavior. You know, why am I behaving like this? Once you question why I'm behaving like this, they will introduce your thoughts and thinking, and they will introduce you to your beliefs and self-limiting beliefs. So if you are able to evaluate, analyze your behavior, words, actions, you know, we tell, change your behavior. Wait, man, can you help him to change the behavior? Behavior needs to be analyzed. Analysis. Lysis means to break down. Anal means, when we go to a hospital, through the anus, stools come, urine come. And they need to be analyzed to find out what is the bacteria inside. Same way, my behavior, which I see, has to be analyzed. And that will help me to reach my thinking and thoughts. And that will help me to reach my beliefs, whether they are belief in the self or self-limiting beliefs. These concepts are never taught to anybody. I don't have the time, but I'm just giving you the first gear of it. Explore your purpose and possibilities and expose to realities. Engage your heart and the head and the hands. My dear friends, unless the wheel and the engine is engaged, the car won't move. Unfortunately, we work through the head, but we don't use our heart. Heart is emotion. Heart is energy. Look at the word emotion. It is energy in motion. It's like steam. It needs to be directed. It needs to be, channelized, and then only your emotions work. Enthusiasm. En means inside me. Theos means God. Ism is I believe God is in me. Aham Brahmasmi. And when you manage a task, TASK, have you enabled the required tools? Have you expanded a robust attitude? A for attitude. Have you enhanced relevant skills? And have you enriched yourself with related knowledge? This is never taught to us. It's very sad. And, we go with only qualification, but these are the qualities. And they power you. They don't allow self-limiting beliefs to come inside you. And therefore, my dear friends, please do this. It is simply fantastic. Empathy. Pati means pathos. Allopathy, homeopathy. All executives have to be empathetic. Empathy is a way to connect with people. But we were only taught this word empathy, have empathy. But how to use it was never taught to us. But if you have empathy, you will accept people as they are. And when you accept people as they are, you will respect them, and accept and respect changes the whole atmosphere. Many children, many people, they love their parents, they love their managers, but they don't have respect for them. But the day they respect, they become role models. So that is the difference between love and respect. So connect and relationship is only through respect. Engrossing communication. We are, bhasha to bhashan. There are levels: talking, speaking, conversing, communicating, persuading, influencing. Unless you have engrossing communication, you cannot, be a superfluous or what you call a very powerful, excellent performer. We have to display excellence in our performance. That only happens when we are able to engross people in our communication, persuade to influence. And can we emerge today better than yesterday? You know, I always put it in front of my, the day one, today better than yesterday, tomorrow better than today. But when I got in touch with the Japanese company, I heard one word, Kaizen. From that day, you know, I knew what long sentence I was using is nothing but Kaizen. So discipline to take charge and lead change. Expectation only as a benchmark and accept the realities. You know, our expectations, when not met, we become sad. When the sadness collects and it crosses the threshold, we become frustrated. When the frustration go up, it becomes anger. And anger, when it goes above the threshold, it becomes aggression. The question arises, okay, I expect, you know, more than 100 people are there. I expect people should love my talk. Okay, some may not like it. It's okay. That's because, you know, my wife makes dal and I may not like it. My children like it. Doesn't mean my wife is a bad cook. It's only not delivered the way you want it. From what truth I'm telling, some people may feel hurt. And it's perfectly all right if they don't like it, because everybody you can't make, you know, I remember I'd gone to purchase a sari with my wife, and one lady came. Hey, just before that, my wife said, what a horrible sari. Who will buy this? It's some technique colored, 7-8 colors. And that lady came running. That sari no one took, no? And she bought that sari. So in this world, the beauty is everybody likes something or the other. Let's respect it. Evolve with devotion. Evolve, you know. How can you evolve? You dissolve first all your negatives, and then you involve, and then you solve your own problems. Then only you can evolve. And then the beauty is excellence in performance will take place. Attach this with a beautiful mantra. I can, I will, I must. My dear friends, life is very easy. Breathing is easy. Digestion is easy. You were born, created in your mother's womb easy. Then why are we suffering? You know, prapancha. Pra is beginning. Pancha is panchabhuta. Fire doesn't struggle to glow. Water doesn't struggle to flow. Air doesn't struggle to blow. Earth is revolving and rotating with ease. Space is simply encompassing. Then when the 5 elements are not suffering, why is this person in low? My dear friends, because I want clean clothes. What about a clean mind? What about addressing my self-limiting beliefs? Today, my dear friends, use this first gear I've given, because in the limited time, I can't give you more talks. Please address these self-limiting beliefs. I promise you, you will not be saved. I did it with me. I'm not from an English medium start. I didn't know Kannada. But today I'm training all over the country only because I addressed this at the age of 38. I used to take 8 capsules. Today, no capsules. Because, my dear friends, all my cells are changed every 40 days. So if my cells change every 40 days, why diabetes continues? I had diabetes. I had blood pressure. Address self-limiting beliefs. They are the problem creators. And I'm sure, my dear friends, you will be able to solve all your problems. Thank you very much, Sandeep. If there are questions, you're muted. You're muted.
I'm so sorry for that, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Ajit sir, I must say, I get one nice quote when I always hear you, which says, everything is energy and energy is everything. That's absolutely suits on you. It says, Ajit sir equals energy on the toppest level of the world. So that's really an amazing one, sir. We have few of the questions which has been asked. Few of the participants have asked. Let's get into the questions, sir.
Yeah.
Zubin Khan asked, sir, when we design any goal for ourselves, after a time duration, why we get disappointment?
Yeah. So Zubin, thank you very much for that question. There was one statement which I made: expectation should be a benchmark, acceptance as a way of life. If this sentence you do not respect, you are Zubin Khan, so inshallah, Ameen. Okay. You take any language, Baba, there is something written by you, let me accept it. I'm not God. But very unfortunately, what has happened is, if you are pampered at a young age, then this problem starts. Disappointment, that means you have not taken appointment with the nature, you have taken appointment with the desires created by your mind, which are brainwashed by the advertisements and whatever happens. Are you getting the picture?
I'm sure they'll be able to understand much better now, sir. So the next question is been asked by Yoga Dasan. He says, how to come out from overthinking?
Yeah.
That's a nice question.
Please understand, when you go to a 5-star hotel, there are 50 dishes. You don't eat all the 50 dishes. You choose what you like. Similarly, what is the meaning of thinking? Thinking, ing means present continuous. You are doing it. It's a verb. So it is in your hands whether to think or not to think. So let's not blame what we are doing. We are doing, right? So who stops you? I'm eating. Anything more eating is very difficult. More voltage will burn the bulb. More petrol will not start the vehicle. Anything more in this world is in your hands, how you use it. And therefore, there is an art for it with, again, time factor. One thing I can tell you, thinking, keep a book, number one, of all the good points you have done. You will not think of positive things continuously. You will only think of negative things continuously. Okay? दुनिया जिसे कहते हैं जादू का खिलौना है, मिल जाए तो मिट्टी है, ना मिले तो सोना है. So whatever you don't get, you'll keep thinking about it. What you get, you'll have no value. So what happens is, very unfortunately, the mind is a very tumultuous thing. Whatever it is there, that it wants. Whenever that becomes this, the mind loses interest. You want promotion, 1 week you will be happy. You want increment, 1 day you will be happy, till you come to know that the next person with you has got 500 rupees more. So very unfortunately, mind, you can never make them happy. It's always about desires. Okay, got it? Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really very well said. And the next question, sir, I think you must answer this question, sir. This has been asked by Nikita Sahu. Sir, one question, what is the secret of your energy?
See, what happens is, I realized when I used to take children for picnic, all of you parents, you come back and you will never be, you'll find you will be tired, the children are never tired. So I realized that adults get tired trying to make everybody happy. And I realized that today onwards, I'm going to make myself happy. Unless you have money in the bank, you cannot give a check. It will bounce if there is no money. Similarly, if I don't feel good about myself, my energy gets drained. The secret of energy is, are you feeling good all the time, every time? When you feel bad, you get drained out of your energy. When you feel good, you are never drained out of energy. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So the last question we'll take, sir. This has been asked by Shivraj Mane. Sometimes I feel that I am that my near and dear ones doesn't understand my goal or my point of view. How should I tell them?
Yeah, number one, I'm not able to express properly. Okay, I'll give you an example. Suppose I say, my dear friends, in life you have to become like this. So somebody will say stop, somebody will say slap, somebody will say Congress I, somebody will say blessing, somebody will say be united and not divided. In short, my dear friends, if people are not understanding, it means you are not communicating the way they will understand. But unfortunately, instead of me working on my communication, I start blaming people. They don't understand me. Hey, please learn how to address, how to communicate, how to deliver, how to, connect. Communicate, union. Look at the word communicate. That's why we say, I commuted on a two-wheeler. I commuted in a car. That means I have to go together, not facing against each other. And therefore, the depth of communication, there are 3 levels of communication. Me to me, me to you, you to me. If you understand this, everybody can understand what you're telling. And always give examples. Don't tell in a language. The language is very confusing, and especially English, very difficult.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that was very in a simple language you have made us to explain. That's really nice of you, sir.
Like,
Sir,
see, Sandeep, just by looking at him, he has a good memory. He is very systematic. He will be emotional. So as an executive, just by looking at you, like, feeling a cloth, I can tell what it can be used for. Similarly, if you want to become a good executive, be a thermometer where humans are concerned. Okay, the day you do that, Sandeep, what I have told is right or wrong?
absolutely right, sir. There's no second thought about it. Sir, we'll just take one last question, sir. And I think this should summarize our entire conversation. It says, what is the mantra of success according to you, sir?
My mantra of success is when your intelligence and the intellect which you have gathered join, it is like positive and negative. Just like when a zygote is formed in a mother's womb, nobody has to do any work. It simply grows. Okay, meiosis, mitosis. When the soil and the sun, the soil and the seed and the sun and the season, there is a confluence, the tree simply comes. Similarly, if you want success, please understand, we are born out of the winning sperm, conditioned to be losers. That's why we land into problem. We, in a Hindi picture, there's a lovely dialogue. हम तो रंग मंच के कठपुतली है जिसके डोर ऊपर वाले के हाथों में बंधे हुए. नहीं यार, हम घर के टीवी है ना, घर में टीवी है ना, वैसे बन गए. हमारा रिमोट कंट्रोल 10 लोगों के हाथों में है. कोई बटन दबाता है, मुझे रुलाता है, कोई बटन दबाता है, मुझे फ्रस्ट्रेट करता है. तो अपनी जिंदगी जियो, live for your sake, and believe me, my dear friends, you will celebrate life. You will not tolerate life. But to celebrate life, simply liberate, and you see, you will enjoy your life.
Wow. What a way to end things. That was really amazing, I must say. And I'm a really big fan of yours, sir. When you use the kind of words which you have been using, the way you have expressed yourself, that was really amazing, sir. I will I'll make sure that I will follow one statement which I will never forget again. I will, I can, I will, and I must. So every day I will evolve myself, and I'm sure all our participants would agree to evolve at least 1% every day, where they are evolving and developing themselves in a better person for better tomorrow. Thank you so much, sir. Now it's my I would love to express my gratitude to. I would not say thank you, rather I would love to express my gratitude to Ajit sir for sparing your time from your busy schedule. Thank you so much, Ajit sir. It was really nice having you, and I'm sure this session has benefited all our participants in a very big way. And I would just take it forward. Gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and discharged and used in order to exist at all. So I, Sandeep Bansali, on behalf of the entire GIBS family, would extend my gratitude to Ajit sir and all the participants for being very amazing audience, as well as sir has been with us for throughout the session, and I'm sure sir have put in a lot of efforts to make this PPT or the entire content for all of us. So we must express our gratitude to Ajit sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we have understood a lot of things on limiting beliefs which prevents the progress. And I would also love to thank all our associates, beloved students, and the entire education fraternity for making today's session a resounding one. GIBS always believes in believes in seeing is believing. I bet you would love the state-of-art infrastructure. So I would love you all to welcome you to GIBS and explore the GIBS campus and meet the innovative minds of GIBS. And Ajit sir, I would love to meet you again. It's always to have you whenever you come to campus. It always feels so good, so positive to have you amongst us, and we are happy and privileged to have somebody like you amongst us who is in our touch. Thank you so much, sir. And there were few students. There were few students and few participants who had asked for this video. This video or all our IRE talks is been uploaded on YouTube. You can watch these videos on the GIBS the YouTube channel. So you can watch this video, so you can get it. And sir, I just wanted to check. There were few participants who had asked for PPT. Is it possible, sir? Can we share this PPT? I'm not very sure. If it is okay, you can just share it with us, sir, so that we can just share it along with the certificate to the participants, so that they can be benefited out of it if it is possible to share, sir.
Yeah.
And kindly note, the next IRE talks is on 4th of September, 9th of September. That's on the research landscape for management education. And the keynote speaker is Dr. Alok, the professor of IIM Visakhapatnam. So do follow us on all social media networks. And thank you so much, Ajit sir, for having. We are really honored and privileged to have you amongst us, sir. Thank you so much once again, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all
Bye.
participants. Bye-bye.